Alright guys, how to find your hero product. One of the most important steps, because basically all the steps you're going to do after this is all related to this product we're going to choose. So in this video I will explain you very carefully, in depth and very specific how to find your hero product. But again, don't overthink, it's not that difficult, alright? When we start a brand, you just start with one hero product. We don't gonna test multiple products, we don't gonna A/B test products, we don't start with 3 products, for example. No, just one hero product. Why? One hero product can generate over multi 8 figures in revenue easily when you choose it in the right way, okay? When we're gonna search for a product, I always recommend supplements. There are, like, for me, 5 biggest reasons why. The first one is retention, so basically subscription model. People buy supplement to get basically to solve their issue, to basically create the outcome. And it's most of the time with most supplements, it's not created in 1 month or 2 months or 3 months. No, it has like a timeline. So you connect like subscription to it, and in that way your AOV basically, it compounds. So every month they get like rebuilt, they get like the new supply chain where the LTV is way higher than, for example, a one-time purchase product, which is like, for example, something in the child niche or in travel related. That's not what we want. We want to build something long-term here where retention comes in place. So you're not only dependent on that being profitable in the first order when you're scaling hard. Second thing is health is the biggest desire, okay? Supplements is all about health. People care about it and it will exist for always. It's not seasonal related, nothing. No. Health is the biggest desire, okay? And there are so many pain points, so many problems to solve within health. It's like the biggest niche in the space. And also the most emotional related, the most pain points, the strongest root cause, and also the biggest space to like differentiate from competitors easily. Because when you're selling, for example, a toy and the outcome is like to let kids playing, then you have to differentiate in very difficult ways, which is all about product development and stuff. But with health and supplements, you keep it simple, because with a supplement, and especially with a mix of ingredients, you can connect a lot of pain points and outcomes to your product. The third one is not cash flow intensive. Why? Because it doesn't cost a lot. Like the cost per product is very low for supplements. So you can just buy, for example, 100 pieces, but Brandon will explain you everything from A to Z about supply chain when starting out a supplement brand. But it's way less cash flow intensive than, for example, starting with a more high ticket product. And again, we are selling emotion, so we decide the price, okay? And then the fourth one is easier to differentiate, what I already told you. With a mix of ingredients, you can target, for example, let's take rice as an example. With the mushroom coffee, they are targeting basically everything for a woman: cortisol, weight loss, brain fog, energy. There are so many pain points, and even these days, they're basically, what supplements do is they create their own pain points. It's crazy. So much to learn, so much to target. There's enough like blue oceans, like untapped markets to tap in. So let's find someone together so you know exactly how to do it. Let's talk about market sophistication and differentiation before we dive into the research, okay? Because what you have to understand is, maybe what you think is that the market is very sophisticated for supplements. What that means is, there are like so many supplements, so many different names, ingredients, or whatsoever, and they are all targeting from different supplements the same pain points. For example, energy, brain fog, weight loss. So the market sophistication level is high for most angles, okay, and that's true. But it's all about marketing, how to position it, your product, to which angle. And then when you're talking about the angle, to which avatar. When you're talking about the avatar, to which sub-avatar. Okay? There are so many ways to differentiate. For example, there's a brand. They are targeting, let's say, libido for a woman. Okay? And there are like brands selling it to people in US only, and that product doesn't exist in UK, for example. That's a market differentiation. So you bring basically an avatar with a problem and a solution with the unique product mechanism, which can be a mix of ingredients. You bring it into the UK in the same way how they are scaling in the US. That's the way of like market differentiation. You also have product differentiation. So basically you're targeting the same angle, the same avatar, but with a new product, with a new mixed ingredients. And you're going to utilize that in your marketing, in the product positioning, to basically win the belief of the customers. Like, this is what you have tested, but we are this mix of ingredients and we're like an upgraded version. Because most supplements related pain points and avatars are like sophistication level 3-4, and that's also where you want to tap into. Like, we are not Elon Musk, so we aim from 2 till 4. Why? Because we don't want to target a totally new concept with a totally new audience. Okay, that will cost you a lot of money. You want to see social proof first. You want to see proof of concept. You want to see already people scaling with the product, because you don't have bag of millions of dollars to figure out something yourself, to create your custom formula, to bring something totally new in the market. No, we just want to follow basically the level 2 till 4, where, for example, when there is already an untapped market, you step in and you make the claim bigger to outcompete your competition. Or for level 3, you introduce a new mechanism. A new mechanism can be a product mechanism, a offer mechanism. It's just basically a logical reason why someone will buy from your product instead of your direct or indirect competitors. Okay, which can be an offer, it can be a new ingredient, whatsoever. Level 4 is create a better mechanism, like an upgraded version of the previous mechanism. Okay, because you always want to have a reason to buy it. What most brands do in the supplements, let's take for example brands around menopause, is when menopause is basically the root cause. Okay, if you don't know what menopause means, just search it up. But it's basically the root cause of a lot of problems. It causes joint pain, low libido for a woman, brain fog, energy, high cortisol. They basically connect everything to that root cause, menopause. And people want to find, if they use it for as a unique mechanism, but people want to find a product that solves the menopause. Alright? And how you position your product can be in different ways. Okay? Because with menopause you can basically double down with your product on a specific problem that is caused by menopause. For example, joint pain, hip pain, shoulder pain, or low libido for a woman. There are so many ways to basically double down on a different persona. Also a way to differentiate you, to focus. For example, most brands are targeting, let's say, woman 35 till 45, you're gonna target on women above 60, which needs a way different market of a product positioning in the market. But to keep it very simple, I'm gonna explain you exactly how. What we're gonna do is we wanna find a product in market sophistication level 2 to 4 where we basically, and that's the perfect situation, where we see a brand recently scaling very hard, okay, because then that there is something already unlocked. Then we check, okay, can we start by kicking off the brands by using basically their way of differentiation into a different market? So for example, they are scaling in US, you're gonna scale it in UK. Or do we, for example, need to focus with the same product on a different avatar? There are so many ways to differentiate, but first we're gonna start with basically reiterate what means what's already working for their brand that is scaling pretty hard, moving it into a different market. Alright, but let's go through it step by step. It's a lot of yapping, but let's show you how to do it. Like what I want to explain here is how to win the belief. Okay, so when the sophistication level is 3 to 4, people are very skeptical. Okay, they have tried like failed solutions, so there should be a way to differentiate. And differentiation, to be honest, is very easy with supplements. Why? Because you can connect different angles, different avatars to your product. People really don't care, to be honest, about the product itself, like what ingredients you mention or how you name it. It's all the way how you position it with marketing. As you need to position it very strong with your creatives and landing page, that is like the solution where they are looking for. You have to make them aware of it. So that's all comes down to market positioning. Okay. There are a few requirements for the product we're going to hunt for. The first one is first search a minimum of 5 and then filter. Okay. So when we're gonna look on those spy tools which I'm gonna show you, just be busy with finding those products, note them in a sheet, and then do it for like 5 till 10 products before you're gonna filter. Okay, otherwise you will be too much overthinking. So we're gonna do it step by step. Second thing is we want to choose like a pill or a gummy. That's what what do we recommend. A powder is also possible, but why? Because in terms of manufacturing, we have to keep it simple. We don't gonna introduce, for example, I don't know, something fluid. There are like fluid drops that we can do as well. So actually I have to add also fluid drops. The third one is not a seasonal supplement. Okay, don't gonna sell like a tanning product or so, because it's very seasonal related and it will impact and it will cause like inconsistent results. That's not what we want. We are in the health space, so we have to maximize it by using a product basically selling a product that is related to health problems that exist the whole year. Okay, because every year people getting older, every year people will start experience issues. So the TAM is what I call it, like like total addressable market. So what is like the audience pool, that experience that is related to your avatar should be very big. So we don't want to limit ourselves to seasonal supplements. Then a mixed ingredient is very powerful, because each ingredient have like indirect or direct benefits to basically the human. Okay, it can be very specific. Something helps for example, brain fog, or something helps for cortisol, what results in different outcomes, that's solving different pain points. So you want to have like a mixed ingredient. That's always the best. In that way you can target very easily multiple avatars and solving multiple problems. So you're not limited by, for example, just selling magnesium. They are very limited. I know magnesium helps for a lot of like benefits, sleep, like your bones, recovery, but it's still limited and people are very aware of it. Then fact check. So we always, what we're gonna find with the tools, we have to fact check it because we already want proof of concept on marketplaces. So what we're gonna use for product research is TrendTrack, Kalo Data, Ad Library, and Amazon. We're gonna search the stores to TrendTrack. We're gonna do some fact checks with TrendTrack. We're gonna see the TikTok shop market with Kalo Data. Then we're gonna check like what's the market inside Ad Library, and also what are people saying on Amazon and how is the market basically there in the US. Why, I will explain along the way. Alright, so TrendTrack is a very powerful tool. You can basically see everything what you need to validate products, to validate ads, to find direct and indirect competitors, to understand everything about basically your market. So like what are like the top landing pages, the top ads. It's all findable in this tool. That's why I love it. We have tried a lot of tools, but right now me and a strategist are mainly using TrendTrack. Okay, so there are multiple ways to find winning products that can like carry your brand to 8 figures easily. The first one is here at shops. Here you can basically see all the shops from Shopify, all like sort out by visitors, like a lot of them like Rich, Dr. Squash, Udi and stuff. But there are also like all Shopify stores. So here at Weekly Gems, you can basically see which brands are recently scaling. And what you want to do is here at niche, you want to select health. Then here at visitor country, you want to select the big 5 and New Zealand. Perfect. This is for now enough. And then what you want to do is here you want to filter on like monthly visitors. So you see that like the biggest spikes. That means a lot because there should be a reason in mostly like marketing why they are scaling. What you want to look for is like here you want to see like a supplement, and especially a one product, because then they find a new hero product and they are scaling it pretty fast. Okay, so this is, to be honest, not that interesting. You also have to keep in mind you have to use retention. So will they buy the product like just once in a time, or they need it just like every month? So this one looks pretty sick. Oh, then I just click on command to open it in a new browser. Nah. Okay, this one is very interesting. Scaled hard. It's not a lot of visitors, but they scaled already. I see 2 hero products. This can be interesting. This one as well. Scaled very hard. Also 1 product, and it's a supplement. So this one has already like 3. This one as well. Yeah, stabilizing here. 4. There's like a okay. life. Okay, let's choose this one as well. Then another one that you can use is top scaling. So here again you can see top scaling brands. Gonna do the same, filter on like health, visitors by countries, New Zealand and US, Canada, UK. Filter by monthly visits. Here you can see the same. So this one, they have multiple products. I won't say it's that, it is interesting, but I know this product is used a lot, like it's very high sophistication. It is like a one product. Okay, this one looks curious. Damn, this one looks very sick. Yeah, a lot of visitors, one trend line, one product store. This one looks perfect. This one as well, actually. Yeah. What is this? Also one product. This one looks also interesting. Like that's what I see. There's so many products, but let's keep it on this one. Okay, then when you check here, you wanna validate a few things. So first, what you wanna fact check is if they really have ads live in ad library, because sometimes they are like bugging. Okay, so here, gonna check. Sometimes ad library is also bugging to see if they have at least like 100 ads live. They have. And what you want to see is first what they are targeting. Okay, they are targeting like cut clean, feeling like energized, no crashes. What I don't like, to be honest, from this brand is they are only focused on UGC. Most, like this is the highest spenders. It's always sorted out by highest impressions, what basically means highest spenders. Let's see what it is exactly. Metabolic, okay, it's a big one. Clean, crush free, 15 in 1 blend for peak shred. It's a 15-1 ingredients, so that's what we like. Energy pure proven. Okay, to man, low energy, low mood, stop on. This one is sick. Okay. This one basically completes all the boxes that we want. So I'll keep this open. Then let's go to this one. Yeah, this one was very sick. There's also a downtrend. Let's see. Remove this. Okay. Oh, for the first one, what you also want to check, by the way, is if there are similar products to this on Amazon, because you want to make sure that the US market is aware of the product, at least like the ingredients. They are targeting like fully UK, so there's a big potential in US. That's what I like. Metabolic, for example. Okay, that is like demand. Maybe the brand itself is also on Amazon. No, that's not the case. Okay, I'll keep this for now. Relapse, this one also looks very good. I'm not sure whether there's a downtrend, but let's see. Yes, so sometimes you have to refresh. Okay, say 700 active ads, that looks very good. I see a lot of concepts like statics, long form statics, some like animation ads, a lot of differentiation which you can easily create yourself is really what I like. Because for the other brands, we saw like a lot of UGC, and there's still like a lot of potential when you dive deeper into the product, like how to differentiate and stuff. But we want to keep it, to be honest, more easy. And then is this what you want to see, like third-party pages, using different formats, but especially AI, you just see statics and this. Not sure when I cannot relate of load more ads. Okay, weird, but this is fine for now. I like this one more than this one, to be honest. I'll already remove that one. Okay, this one is also doing pretty well. By the way, for the monthly visitors, there's not like a requirement, but you want to see this scaling trend, and you want to see like what I'm gonna show you now during fact check. Okay, so this citrus bergamot has not a lot of ads active, just 90. Let's see if this product is active on Amazon. Citrus bergamot. Okay, there is demand. Pills, Fleo. I like this one. Yeah. It has less active ads, but they're also using like statics, AI, VSLs. It's what I like. Easy to copy, just to kick off. In the beginning, you want to copy a lot, but rewrite it or just slightly iterate on it, and that's what you want to see. Those type of concepts. See this one, very good trending line. Three ads, also a lot of variations. Gut inflammation, nice, this type of ads. I like this one as well. Okay. Then Moody. It's also for kids. There's potential, but kids only statics. Downtrend. No, skip this one. Okay, pure for you. Let's see. Okay, let me try it this way. Okay, they don't have active ads. Wait. I think this is the best situation I've ever seen. I know Ella is bucking, by the way. Okay, here was, by the way, the pure for you show. But to be honest, it's not the concepts I want to see, like those very professional videos, statics, not easy to replicate. So let's continue with this one. More than 100 ads. VSLs, I like that. Yeah, long form VSLs. Here's a lot to crack because they're only focused mostly like unaware. That says a lot why they are scaling. Just only a few ads. I want to dive deeper into this market. Yeah, definitely. Let me quickly check the last few. This one first. Looks also pretty good. One product store. 200 active ads. Okay, nice. Different formats, what I like. Also a very strong product, like with what they are targeting. Small audience. Okay, I'll keep this also in mind. Then the last one, also a very nice trend line. Oh damn, this is a very strong mechanism. But they are targeting GLPs, not something I would recommend to target, as Facebook is very strong with GLP. High chance that they're gonna flag you immediately. But this is also what we want to see, like those before and afters. With mixed with videos, VSLs, animation, and you just see pretty strong. But I would just skip this one because it's like focused with GLP. Alright, so if I have to choose one, I would say I would recommend for now, but those products, by the way, have a lot of potential. Just I want to fetch up quickly is the Amazon market. So this is basically mostly focused on beetroot, cayenne pepper is what I can see. Yeah, so basically what they did is like cayenne pepper and beetroot are very, very common. Like a lot of people are aware, but they basically give it like in 12-in-1 formula and a new product name, and that's the way how they differentiate. And then they are targeting like, especially hooks like around blood flow for men, which has a lot of effects and repairs a lot of solutions. So I like this one. Then the other one that was already marketed. I knew for cayenne pepper and beetroot that is a big market. Then this product, Vitality Drops, Moringa, oregano, turmeric. Very strong ingredients. Also very strong angles targeting. This is pretty shit. Elera is like, this is a very new product, I know. Okay, I know there is market on Amazon for this one, but you can always fact check that. And for this one, aged garlic extract. Never heard that before, but it's pretty interesting because then you basically have a totally new product mechanism. Oh damn, and there is like huge market on Amazon. Good reviews, that's what we want to see. We don't want to see like below 4 is what I would say. I like this product up till now the most, to be honest. Just getting in US, so easily to bring to UK, for example. Already a way of differentiation, like bringing something that's working for US to UK to kick off, and from there you can also move quickly to before, and after that unlocking US with like different angles to differentiate from this competitor. So you don't gonna like replicate this brand in US, doesn't make sense. So you basically want to fact check all the brands with Amazon to see if it's active, positive reviews. Check an ad library if they have a lot of type of creative formats live, not only like those professional statics and targeting GLP and professional videos or only UGC. Now you really want to find those DTC brands scaling with those typical formats like long form statics, VSLs, long or short form VSLs, AI UGC. That's what we want to see. And then what you also can check as the last step is fact check it with like ad library of Kilo data to see like the Amazon market. So this is tool suite. Here you have like Kilo data. Now what you can do here at product, let's check it for this one. Very curious because there's a lot of content to take from TikTok Shop just to kick off. And here you go. That is one person scaling. You want to see at least like 100k in revenue over all the variations. They are all like copy pasting each other. But I really like this one. That it's also active on TikTok Shop. That means there's demand. It's proof of concept. It is a unique product because that's the whole reason why they are scaling with those different formats. This sounds interesting, and that there's like a product where I want to dive deep into all the ingredients or the avatars that are targeting right now. But I can already see it's like high blood pressure. Yeah, this is solid. Let's take for example other one, this one. I gonna do it for this one is first I'm gonna check with the brand Prime Haven. Let's see. Sometimes tool suite is a bit slow. Make sure you don't have your VPN or something on. Let's check it through this one. Okay, wait. Let's try again. Okay, Kilo data is not opening for me at the moment, but it's pretty simple. What you wanna utilize Kilo data for is you wanna validate if this product is active on Kilo data, doing at least like 100k in revenue overall, like over multiple brands. When you have, for example, a product like this with multiple ingredients, first try to find the brand itself on TikTok Shop. And when there's not, you can try other like keywords, for example, sewer soap of other ingredients, so that people are at least aware of the main ingredients, which is here like sea moss, moringa, oregano, turmeric, black sea oil, which I know there is. So there is high demand. Like that, people are already aware of what the ingredients does. But here again, what this brand did very creative is they put like multiple winning products for a female in one product, and that way they have like a unique mechanism because it makes the product stronger, it positioning it way stronger compared to competitors, and at the same time you can target multiple angles, all the angles from those winning brands basically with those winning ingredients. Pretty smart. So this is also a very interesting product. But yeah, at the end of the day, you have to choose one because like what we said, you're going to just start with one hero product, but you just have to kind of accept that there are multiple products. And then what I prefer is, I think I will prefer this product over, to be honest, this one, like this product targets men, and yeah, men is also a big audience, but with women there are so many way more emotions and like angles and sub avatars you can target in. So I guess I would like choose this one, but it's like a very difficult choice because for male there's also a lot to tap into. It's not saturated, this product, because it's a very unique mechanism. Say for this one, I guess I'm pretty sure it's running on TikTok Shop, but just this one as well. But just to choose one, I would go now for this one, because I know to also give you an explanation that is for Moringa at big brand Rosabella, scaling it pretty hard. There's a big brand for oregano, is Rosilia, doing 1 million a day in just US. There are big brands for turmeric and black seed oil as well. So people are really aware of what those ingredients does. And when you put it together, bro, that product mechanism is very strong to position it in the market. So this is basically how you validate your product research. As like I said before, it's not that difficult, and there are multiple options. Like it's not hard to find a winning product. We find it in 40 minutes. So yeah, this is only what you need. Trendtrack, it's like $60 a month, but you will need it for the rest of the brand. Kilo data, which can be bought, which can be entered through ToolSuite. ToolSuite is like, I'll share with you again, or I can open it, forgot. But you can use like Kilo data, AdSpy, Atra, a lot of tools. But to be honest, you only need Trendtrack, Kilo data for like middle funnel creatives. So you just see first to take inspiration from Ad Library and Amazon to fact check. So this is the way how we find like hero products that can do again multiple 8 figures in revenue easily.